Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tarot with Titania reading of the week for May 12th to 19th, 2023. It is a splendidly beautiful day here. May is such a fabulous month. I hope wherever you are enjoying the beauties of the season and giving yourself an opportunity to get out there and breathe in the magical air of growth and renewal and new life. And with that, I invite you to close your eyes and take 3 nice deep breaths with me. Pulling your energy into this present moment, right here, right now. Dropping back into that beautiful body. Strong, healthy, and vital, and responsive. Creator, this is your daughter Titania, and I'm here with all of your children now and in the future, as we're about to do this reading collectively for our personal and collective highest and greatest good for the week of May 12th to 19th, 2023. My intention is to be a clear channel for the information we most need to receive right now, and to provide this in a manner that we will easily and effortlessly hear, understand, and integrate for our well-being and the well-being of anyone whose life we touch. I call upon my higher self and the higher selves of all those listening now and in the future to be present to facilitate this exchange and to ensure that we cover all that is in our personal and collective heart and mind at this time for our own good and the good of everyone whose life we touch and the good of the life on this planet as a whole. I'd like to ask an overlighting angel of communication to just be here, make sure everything goes smoothly, and that we communicate clearly and deeply and well so that we hear what is that we most need to receive right now. And we adjust and adapt biologically so we can become all that we need to be, to stretch and reach and be the good that we are, each individually and collectively as a field of life force energy for the good. At this time, I'd like to invite the 4 archangels to come and hold the 4 directions around us, creating a sacred container of light, of love, of wisdom, of healing, of transformation. And enlightenment. Why not? Transportation. We'll beam you all here. We can have a great reading in person. I'd like to invite Raphael to hold the east, Michael to hold the west. No, Michael, you're holding the south. Gabriel, you're holding the west. And Uriel, you're holding the north. Thank you for coming and for throwing me off my stride. Okay. Thank you for creating this beautiful container of light and love, holding each and every one of us wherever we are on the planet together as a whole, a beautiful unified field of light and love and intention. What a wonderful thing it is. Anything that doesn't match the intentions and frequencies of love, of light, of healing, of transformation, of peace, of joy, of healing, of well-being, of all the good that we are calling towards us. Anything that doesn't match these frequencies is welcome to go now. And with that, let's begin. The flowers are up in my garden. It's so wonderful. The bees are out. It's such a magnificent time of year. Okay, before I wax further poetic about the virtues of May, I'll get on with the reading. So, Creator, what is it that we most need to know this week? What would be most supportive and helpful of us as individuals, as us as collectives? What is it that we need so that we can rise and be our best and transform personally and collectively for our good and the good of all life on this planet? How do we see and affirm ourselves and others in good ways so that we all rise together for our personal and collective highest and greatest good, Creator? Thank you. Okay. And here we go. First card, the Tower. Yes, our friend the Tower. Major Arcana. The lightning of truth hits the Tower, and it is brought down to its foundations because it was not built soundly, solidly, resiliently. And this is sitting in the recent past. This means that the energy of the Tower is relevant into our present and into our future. So it may just be helpful for us to remember that as things are changing around us, as things are changing in our own lives, things are falling away which have no integrity anymore. Things are falling away which have no foundation, which are not built to last. And so, as discombobulating as it may be, as it may feel, ultimately, the falling away of these things is serving us. And so remembering that as things feel uncomfortable, as we don't know quite where things are going, it just feels kind of weird and uncomfortable out there, come back home to here and now. You've navigated upset before. You know what's involved. You've seen bits of your life that were out of integrity falling away, and however difficult it was in the moment, ultimately, we are always left in a better position. We are always left somewhere further along in our growth and our evolution and our opportunities to be more than what we were. So this card is sitting, as I said, in the recent past this week. It's just a reminder to know that we have the resilience, the adaptability, whatever it is that we need to face the changes and the transformation and the change in story that we're living through right now. We have what it takes, and understanding that it's all for us. Ultimately, this is what the Tower means, is that the good is always working for us. Our present card is the Prince of Pentacles. So this is changes and movement on the level of the earth element. So this can mean changes in home. It can mean changes in how we are relating to the land and how we are relating to each other and how we are relating to our families and our communities. It's a change. It's a return to what it is that we hold as precious and important and sacred. The earth element, Pentacles, represents the earth element. The earth element is all those things that make life comfortable and beautiful and happy and secure and wonderful. So this is up in our present environment. It's like changes in how we're looking at these things, changes in how we're being about these things, changes in what we're doing about these aspects of our lives. So this is just to be in expectation of this, to understand that there is change afoot, that there is momentum and transformation and energy around this part of our lives. And for those of you who are gardeners, you know this is the time of year, or farmers, growers, there's a lot of energy in these times. So even if you're not somebody who's into growing, getting outside, taking your shoes off, putting your feet in the water, or all of you, if you're into that, connecting with the natural elements of this time, this uprising of new life energy is highly supportive. We have the energy of renewal in the Northern Hemisphere with the return of the light and with spring and with growth and all of that kind of quality of energy. We also recently had several solar flares. Those are ongoing. There's a lot of solar activity right now. And so getting outside and circulating and being in natural environments where, because we are natural beings, and allowing ourselves to ground and integrate those energies is really helpful right now. So with this movement and this change and this momentum and this energy, this dynamic energy on the level of the earth element, grounding yourself as much as possible is going to be very helpful. And gardening is a great way to do that. Near future, we have the card of Passage, which is a wonderful card because it essentially means that the worst is over. The things that we've been through that have been difficult, they've lost the mast, they've lost the rudder, they were in a terrible storm. They've essentially just been carried by the water, the flow, the current. They have no way of directing which way they're going in this card. But so as a result, they've had to just kind of trust and go with it. But if we look, we see he's signaling. He has this white hanky out and he's signaling, and there's a dove flying and the symbol of the rainbow, of course. And so we know they're about to be rescued. They're looking in the direction of the incoming boat. So everything is going to be okay. And that's the message for us with this card of Passage. We are moving through something different, something new. Humanity is changing. We are evolving. We're at one of those seminal moments in the evolution of humanity, I believe, others believe. And as a result, this next phase, this next piece is about passage. It's about flow. It's about settling into the ease and trust that it's all really going to be working out for us. Of course, we have to continue to do stuff. I mean, that's what it means to be human. We have to chop wood and carry water. We have to show up. We have to bring our best. But understanding that as we do that, there is a larger momentum and energy, a current that is carrying us in good directions. So relaxing into that, knowing that as we continue to commit ourselves and be devoted to bringing our best in every moment of every day, to ourselves, to each other, to the life on this planet, to the work that we're here to do, to whatever it is that we're about, we are being carried in beautiful ways. And it's all working for us. Foundation card, craftsmanship. We've had this a few times lately, and as you know, I really like this card. This card is a reminder that mastery comes not from showing up once and winging it. Craftsmanship, mastery comes from showing up and doing something related to your mastery every day. So this is a beautiful card reminding us that if we want more love in the world, we have to come home to love and be love. If we want more peace in the world, we have to come home to peace and be peace in the world. If we want the world to be more beautiful, we need to come home to us and create beauty. Whatever that means for you, for me, we're here to express our unique voice of the creative divine life force through us. Whatever that means, however we express that. This card is reminding us that it's a daily vocation. It's not something we pick up once a week or once a year. It's something where you're called to do every day. So coming home and being in the essence and expression of love as we come to our mastery. Whatever, as I said, your vocation is, whether that's cooking food for others, as a parent, holding space for your young ones, whether that's the job that you hold, whether you're a contractor or a business person, you're bringing services that are bringing more opportunity and more good to the people you're in service to. As an artist, creating more beauty, making things the best you can with all of the love in your heart, knowing that as your work moves out into the world, that beautiful frequency and energy will be transformative to those who witness and experience your work. Same thing with gardening. Whatever it is that you are called to, your shiny yes, do it with all your heart. Do it as though it's a prayer to the divine, an honoring of all that is sacred and holy and important and valuable, showing up with all of your being in every moment and doing our best. That's what this card is reminding us to be. And it's the foundation card this week. It's why we're having this reading this week. In many ways, what happens in the outer world doesn't really even matter, because it becomes a reflection. Ultimately, it will reflect what is going on within us. So as we strive to hold mastery of the higher frequencies of love, of light, of clarity, of peace, of joy, of kindness, of well-being, our inner radiance will expand out into the collective consciousness. And there are so many of us doing this in various ways, in various parts of the planet. Humanity is rising. This is the inward calling in our hearts. And it's just what there is to do right now. It's to be this beautiful frequency of love and light. So don't fight it. Go with it. Every day, say yes to it in some way. Take one small step. It's like learning a musical instrument. You don't become proficient by picking it up once a month. You become proficient by doing it every day and loving it while you do it. Because when we love something, boy, we're ready to pay attention. We're ready to give it our energy and life force and attention. We're ready to be there and give it our all. So this is a really wonderful card this week. So yes, it's been difficult. It's been tumultuous, but it's for us. The falling away of the old, the things that are out of integrity and out of sync with our highest and greatest good are breaking down. It's uncomfortable because it's taking us into new and unfamiliar places, but it's also giving us an opportunity to wake up and grow up and craft the world that we long to see from our hearts. change on the level of the material. That will continue to happen. And how are we going to be about it? Well, that's what this card is about. If we want the material world, if we want our experience to be different, we need to show up. We need to give our gifts. We need to do it with love and with attention, not because we want to avoid something, but because we're moving towards something, because we know in our hearts that it's good for us to show up and bring our best and love the planet and love this earth and be present in her here and now. This present moment is really, really important. It's important for us not to get snarled in the past or distracted by ideas of what the future could be. We create the future from our now, which is why coming back to this card of mastery, craftsmanship, right here, right now, we have to start here, right here, right now, right here, right now. What are we doing? And are we bringing our all and our best to whatever it is? Frying an egg, folding clothes, driving a car, taking your kids to some activity, whatever it is. Are you there? Are you present? Are you bringing your love? Are you bringing your attention and your care and your kindness and your devotion? Very important, this quality of devotion, of sacredness, and of participating in the sacredness. The sacred is not separate from us. The sacred is us. And as we embody the sacred, everything else is transformed into the sacred. It's an act of devotion. It starts with us and the energy within us, this beautiful quality of craftsmanship and mastery. And then this card of passage, as we said, the hard stuff is done. It's not to say that we have the results of it yet, but we're creating it in every moment. And this alignment here tells us it's all good. Keep going. Don't despair. Don't get caught up in whatever gnarly stories are being spat at you. Come home to you right here, right now. Deep breath into the heart. Be here now. Know that right here, right now, it's okay. And that your higher, wiser, broader part of you has got your back. We all have one. We're all part of this beautiful collective consciousness that is there supporting our highest and best. And when we're present and we allow it, we invite it to play in our lives, we have a much more magnificent experience of ease and flow and co-creative abilities with life. And this card is reminding us of that. We're here. There's like this rainbow of promise. We are here to co-create magnificently, to go with the flow of the collective experience that we are adding to with our peace and well-being and our goodness. Okay, I probably could rant on about this all day. The energy is so lovely. I kind of don't want to leave it. But let's move on to our card to grow on. And yeah, happy mastery. The tower, the tower, the tower. I know sometimes it can feel overwhelming. The darkness and the obscurity and the conflict and all the stories and all the fear and all the stuff in the world. You know, I give you permission. Get outside in the sun. Go put your feet on the ground without shoes. Go put them in some water. Go throw a ball around with a kid. Go ride your bike. Go do something joyful and beautiful, meaningful. Something you love, and bask in it. Bask in the beauty of it. Bask in your presence in that enjoyment. And let the rest of the world go. You can't do anything to change that illusion of whatever it is. What's real and true is each of our unique experience right here in this nowness. So come back to that and enjoy it. Enjoy your nowness. That is where all the good will come from, moving us forward into the love and light that we know is possible. And we'll be inspired from that good place. That's the beauty of it. Life likes to give us more of all the good things that we love and appreciate and are grateful for. So, high vibe, go there. Creator, what is it that we need to know? Is there more? What would be helpful for us to carry with us in our hearts this week so we can achieve all that we know is possible in the depths of our being for the good, personally and collectively, this beautiful planet we call home. And we have our pruning card. So All you gardeners, get out there and do some pruning. I haven't done my roses yet, so this is a message for me. So this card is reminding us to keep it light, keep it lean, keep on clearing out the excess in your life. It's about staying nimble. And because it's a sword, the swords are about the mind. It's about ideas and action. So with this sword, we're pruning our thoughts. We're pruning our attention and our energy. Where are we putting our mental attention? Where are we putting our mind? Call it back. Call it back and prune away all the garbage and the dead wood and the crossing branches in your consciousness. And remember, we're keeping it nimble. We're keeping it light. We're keeping it simple. We're coming back to the joy. We're coming back to the beauty. We're coming back to our craftsmanship. We're coming back to our devotion, to our love, to our acts of service. We're coming back to making everything that we do the best that we can in service to life, as an act of devotion and love to this one lifetime that we have right now to live to the best of our ability. You will never be on this planet in the same form that you are now. So enjoy it. And keep it simple. Don't let your mind get cluttered with too much stuff. It's not going to serve you right now. And this pruning card could apply also to what are you putting in your consciousness right now. Maybe it's time to unplug from Netflix. Maybe it's time to get outside more. Again, that idea of being really in the world, in your body, doing something. Riding a bike, playing a game of ball, whatever it is that brings you to more life and more joy and more comfort. Pruning your rose bushes. All of it. This card is calling us back to it. Simplify, come home to here and now, prune your mind, prune your consciousness, keep it light, keep it beautiful, keep it devotional, stay in the love and the light. I think that's a phenomenal message for this week. And as we go onward. So, that was a pretty amazing reading. I'm grateful for you for being here. Thank you for that. Let's close our eyes and we'll set the intention to wrap up the reading for this week. Nice deep breath. Hand on heart, if you'd like. Recognizing the beautiful body, this beautiful house of you. Being at home here, being at home within you, in this moment, in this nowness, in this amazing time of life on this planet, which has never been before and will never be again. There is a beauty and a sacredness to each of us being here now. And it's time for us to embrace that devotion and that opportunity to be masters. Masters of our lives and masters of our co-creative experience as humanity on the planet at this time. Creator, this is your daughter Titania. I want to thank you so much for this opportunity to be of service through these readings and to bring through these messages in support of all of us. I ask that you take care of and bless each and every person who participates in these readings, now and into the future. Wherever you are brought into this beautiful circle of light and love. I ask for continued support, for continued inspiration, for continued God winks, as my friend likes to call them. Just those things that remind us, those symbols, those little things that show up in life that remind us that this is a marvelous, magnificent journey back to wholeness and back to beauty and back to mystery and wonder. Thank you to all who helped to hold the space today. This reading is at an end again for this week. And I look forward to being back next week with another reading. In the meantime, much love and light to each and every one of you. I hope you have a beautiful week of coming home to yourselves and being joyfully present and enjoying all that life has to offer you. Much love and light. And because you're supposed to do these on these videos, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. And if this feels like it might be helpful to somebody else, please share. I really appreciate it. And with that, I will see you next week. Take good care. Bye for now.